to the Scamslam channel. I'm here to bring you content from both shady and some not so shady individuals on TikTok. Ever scrolled through your For You page and come across a sketchy scam or a questionable character? Well, you're not alone, and that's where I come in. On this channel, I'll be diving deep into the world of TikTok to expose scams, scammers, and problematic content to steer clear of. From beggars, scammers, fakers, liars, abusers, and awareness creators that you watch, I'll be here to share it all. I'll be doing it all through showing live streams and adding in comments where appropriate. Be sure to look out for those red flags. So if you want to stay informed on what's really going on in the world of TikTok, then hit that subscribe button and join me on this wild ride. Let's expose the truth together, and reminder, don't send money to anyone on TikTok.
Hello. Hello, hello. How is everyone? Happy Thanksgiving. Hello. My favorite mug. Optimist. I think that's what it says. Optimist? Optimistic? Optimist. Yeah, I ate dinner. And then I put everything away and cleaned the kitchen and did a load of laundry. And now I'm just chillaxing. And I burnt the pumpkin pie because I forgot it was in the oven till I went and sat in the living room. Forgot all about it. And it burnt. So I threw it away. Yeah. That's okay. I'm not really into pumpkin pie anyway. So I spent 6.5 hours cooking for just me. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. The turkey is amazing. I'll tell you what. I used the Montreal steak seasoning, the Nashville pot chicken seasoning, garlic salt with parsley, and cayenne pepper seasoning, and butter. It's really good. And I made homemade gravy and mashed potatoes and green bean casserole and red hot Jell-O salad and yeah. But Christmas, I think I'm just gonna do something simple. I'm gonna get a steak for Christmas. Fuck it. It's just me. You know, unless something comes up. Who knows, maybe by Christmas I'll be heading to the UK. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. But everything happens when it's meant to happen, so. Until then, I'm going to keep living life. You know? And then I have next week and the following week for my last 2 weeks of this term, and then I'm off for 4 weeks and don't have school. Don't have to worry about school for 4 weeks. So, how is everyone? How was everyone's day? Yeah, I can't wait to go. I am going to do the GoFundMe. I'm going to do that, make one tomorrow. I am going to post, put the links on both my pages. So, I'll be happy when the time comes. Oh, and then I did watch Mrs. Brown's Boys a lot today. So, I did watch my show too. One of my shows. Oh no, it was a pretty good, decent day, Landman, I haven't seen that. Is it a British comedy, or does it have anything to do with British TV, or is it American, or what is it? Mrs. Brown's Boys is a UK British comedy. So I don't. Where would I find it? Oh yeah, and I got elevated before I came up. I'll have to see if I have Paramount Plus. I don't watch a whole lot of TV, so what I do, I watch things every day. 2 people are peeking in. Ask a fun question to bring them in. Come on in, folks. Come on in. You're looking for nothing but a good time. How can I resist? You're looking for nothing but a good time, and it don't get better than this. Yes, it does. Happy Thanksgiving. I have never seen The Last of Us. I don't, quite honestly, I don't watch a lot of TV. And I don't know, I just like the British stuff better. There's probably a reason for that. You did it to yourself. Nobody forced you to eat that much. I might have to check it out. We shall see. So yeah, once I started smelling the pie from the living room, I realized, oh shit. Yeah. It had been there for it was in the oven for an hour and a half. I completely fucking forgot all about the damn pie. So, it wasn't meant to be. But I do have 3 individual sweet potato pies. I've never had sweet potato pie before, so I'll have to try it. Yeah, I wonder how fucking hours it's supposed to cook for an hour. Like an hour and 15 minutes, actually. That's all it was supposed to cook for. But my dumbass forgot it. Went in the living room, watched my show, and ate dinner. Completely fucking forgot about it. Oh well. I still have my coconut cake. So, and the 3 individual sweet potato pies. But no, it's not homemade. It was a frozen cake. The Pepperidge Farm coconut cakes. Yeah. I've never made it homemade. At some point, if I love to make everything homemade when I can. But things are fixing. It's kind of expensive to make cookies and shit. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. You gotta get the sugar, the vanilla, the eggs, the flour, the whether it be chocolate chips or peanut butter or Crisco, butter, baking soda, baking powder, usually, yeah. I love baking. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I'm good at it. It's just expensive. But I bake stuff when I can. So. Oh, wow. I did make red hot Jello salad, which basically is red Jello, red hot, the candy red hots, mixed fruit, or whatever kind of fruit you want to put in it, and then marshmallows on top. The sweet potatoes didn't come out like I thought they would have. Like I was hoping, but it's okay. I don't have a degree. I tried going to school for it, and then the only problem I was having is they went more and more detail on a restaurant. Ideas for a restaurant, a concept or whatever. And no matter how much detail I gave, the professor just, nope. I'm like, fuck this shit. I love cooking. I love baking. And if I'm going to do it, I want to do it because I enjoy it. Not because I need, I feel like I need to have a career in it, I taught myself. Yeah, I taught myself how to cook. I don't need a school for that shit. Probably the last Thanksgiving I'm going to be even doing anything for. Depending on what happens. Yeah, my clothes are in the dryer. my portable dryer. She's doing better. They released her this morning. I didn't know. I just heard noises upstairs, and so I'm like, and I opened the door with the chain on the door. I'm not stupid. I'm like, hello, no, and then I opened the door, took the chain off, and I looked. The front door was open, unlocked and open. I'm like, and so I didn't know what to think. So I'm like yelling upstairs, hello, no answer. So I'm calling the police. And so instead of calling the police, I called her. I called her phone just to see. So yeah, they released her, and she was going to go over to her son's house to have Thanksgiving because he wanted her to go over there. And she thanked me for yesterday. And I said, no problem, I'm always here. If you need to talk, you know where to find me. So she is doing better. She's still, there's still some problems, but she's doing better. She's just not doing it. Her husband passed away, like 3 or 4 days after New Year's. When was New Year's? It was this past New Year's. It was on a Wednesday, right? He passed away the following Sunday. So it's just a bad time for her and certain things. Yeah. But she's doing better, as far as I can tell. But I'm going to have to start checking on her more and just seeing how she's doing. So, make sure she's alright. She hasn't been eating. Just a lot of things. So, and some things I figured out. So, but she'll be alright. So, how was everybody else's day? Well, yeah. I understand. I don't want her to get like she has been, and maybe me checking on her and that maybe it'll help her. And I think she is, like I said, we talked briefly today, she'll be alright, like I said. Anywho, how is everybody else doing? Yep, I spent 6.5 hours cooking. Yes, I did. So yeah, this is the turkey I made. It's really good. Yeah, I think I might have a piece of turkey now. Either that or maybe I'll make a turkey sandwich. Why not? You know? There we go. I'm not real big on stuffing, but maybe it's because it's stovetop or something. I don't know. Or maybe it's because, I'm getting used to how things actually taste without being poisoned. There's that too. See? This leftover turkey. Well, send me the recipe and I'll make it. See, I like to make things homemade. The thing is, in order to make things homemade, I need the recipes to make things homemade. You know? I need the recipes in order to make them. It is. Come on, baby, let the good times roll. Come on, baby, let me hear your song. Damn, I'm good. Well, for me, for Christmas, if it's just me, it's probably just gonna make a steak. I'm not going through all this again for it just to be me. You know what I mean? Does what? I mean, it's only me, you know. Now, microwave tofu, that's just weird. Oh. You know, I need to try real Italian food. Is that Italian? I'm guessing it's Italian. I've never heard of pasta stuffed with mashed potatoes, though. I have never had real authentic Italian food. Oh. So I'm gonna start I'm gonna do the GoFundMe page tomorrow. And I'm gonna put it on both my bios on both my pages. On all my pages. Before we know it, I'll be headed to the UK. And I can't wait. Because I cannot wait to prove who I am. I feel it coming soon. I found someone else on my main account that's exposing the Eastern Star in that. So I do edit the video showing my evidence of them. And then I put on there the age progression and that, and a picture of me. Then I put the suspect sketch and a picture of Carol. I'm gonna, I don't give a fuck anymore. Come hell or high water. If they're gonna continue to be protected, instead of law enforcement and FBI doing their fucking job, okay. Okay. I'm done protecting those motherfuckers. They never protected me. Why the fuck would I protect them? They should have never taken me. She should have never taken me. That would have been common motherfucking sense. You know? There we go. I grew up calling her aunt. I grew up knowing her as my aunt. I was never supposed to replace any child. I escaped and was seen. When I was running away, that's when I escaped. And then because I survived, yeah. So I'm going to do the GoFundMe. And I'm going to go as soon as I can. See, everything happens for a reason. If I was never meant to prove who I am, and never meant to reunite with my family and that, none of this would have fucking happened. I would have never found myself. I would have never been told. You know? So, and something tells me my real family knows. I've mentioned I'm part of that page, right? I never reach out to the family. However, it seems that people have been. I'm not sure for malicious reasons or if they've been told about me or whatnot, but it's something that the sister posted. So, I don't know if they know about me or not, but they're going to eventually. What I'm hoping is that it never goes to trial, that they just plead guilty. Because my family's been through enough, I've been through enough. And I don't need them knowing what all I went through. You know what I mean? So, gonna do the GoFundMe. Hopefully, help raise the money. I want to try and be there for at least a month. So I can, because it's going to take time, obviously. you know. So, for a month, an Airbnb costs like $2,500 or some shit. Well, I'll start it and I'll keep it in my bio, but I probably won't. Things take time and everything, obviously. But I'll start it, put it in my bio, and then that way, I'll mention it, and that way, and then after Christmas or whatnot, I'm just fingers crossed, Still waiting on my passport, so that takes time too. But yeah. But it's good. It's gonna be soon. I feel it's gonna be very soon. Excuse me. Like sooner than I think. It was like $130 or something like that. No, they're not. Passports are not on hold. And the government's not shut down anymore. Did you miss that part? So no. The government shutdown does not affect you getting your passport. I haven't checked hotels. I'm going to check both. I'm going to go with whatever's cheapest. Clearly. I'm not going to stay in a hostel because I've seen the movies. I'm not doing that shit. But I'm going to do either Airbnb or I'm going to do a fucking hotel. Whatever's cheapest, like I said. Yeah, I've never been on a cruise, but yeah, so I'm gonna do some research to find out which one's cheaper. Um, you know, and obviously I'm not gonna want to share it with someone else because this is a foreign country. Well, not foreign country, but I don't. I'm playing it by ear. I'm just gonna play it by ear. And another reason was because that way I could cook and stuff, instead of eating out. Because at a hotel, you have to eat out all the time. But I'm going to do some research. It's almost December. It's not quite December yet. Give me some time to do your research, man. It ain't going to take me long. But give me some time. Yeah. That's kind of why I was going the route of the Airbnb. Because it's cheaper to go buy food and cook it yourself than eat out. England. Are you going with me? Why are you going with me? You don't want to go with me. Well, I probably will. I want to stay there for like a month at least. Um, I've never been there as an adult. But I know I've always been very drawn to the UK and England and Ireland. I don't know why Ireland, but I've always been very drawn to Ireland too. Um, those are the two places I've been really drawn to, is England and Ireland. And I've never figured out why. I think I know why now, but I'm not sure about Ireland. Still not sure about Ireland, but I'm sure that believe it or not, I think food probably tastes better over there. It's going to taste better over there to me because food here is, a lot of stuff is very salty and very sweet. So, who knows? Who knows? Like I said, I've always been very drawn to Ireland and England my whole life, and I never figured out why. Just like, let me ask you something. You know the English comedies and shows like Perot, Miss Marple, all them, right? It's very interesting to me now that I'm thinking about it that Joan and Jack always insisted on me watching those, shows with them. Are You Being Served? Miss Marple, Perot, As Time Goes By, all those shows. And I loved them, I enjoyed them even as a kid. And I could never figure, I didn't even think anything about why they would insist on me watching them. Could it be because maybe they did feel somewhat guilty for what happened? And they were trying to give me clues? No, this is Joan and Jack. They were never stationed over there. Carol and Bob were, not Joan and Jack. Carol's the one that took me. As far as I know, Carol and Bob never watched the shows. Bob was obsessed with fucking Star Trek. It is interesting that when I became a teenager and they were asking me what church they should go to. Why asking me what church you should go to? Took me with them to this church. What do you think? Do you like it? Is it a good church? Asking me a bunch of questions like. But then reading that letter, they had to ask permission for what church was okay for them to go to. But this time they were asking me, not, which is very interesting. I do know that whatever happened, as to why they're terrified of me, I do know that whatever happened in that place, whatever I did, that's why they changed and never went back. I was their favorite grandchild. How was I their favorite grandchild? No one even related to them. They also said I was the only one they would ever let live with them. And the problem is, they're the two that I feel really torn about. Because I know what they did to me. I remember. Sorry. Damn it. I'm alright, I'm alright. I'm okay. It's okay. I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me or feel sorry for what happened to me. It is what it is, and nothing will ever change it. I survived. I'm not giving up. Um, I'm very stubborn and very determined. Clearly, I think we all figured out who I get that from. Um, so the best thing I can do is just keep moving forward and hope to God that they just plead guilty and doesn't have to go to trial. Because I don't know everything that happened to me. And what I've been told, what I don't remember is far worse than what I do remember. See, it never occurred to me before a few days ago that I probably had been on Epstein Island at some point. Never in my life, that was not in my mind at all. And now I realize because of my memories and the girl I duetted who said what she remembered. She said she remembered being kept in a cage. No older than 4 years old. No clothes. Yeah. I've said that a long time ago. So until I saw that video, I had no... That was like not even in the vicinity of my mind of a possibility that I may have been there at some point. That's what they say. That's what they say. But the Epstein files are going to be coming out, my understanding. Just prepare yourselves because it's not going to... That's what they say. Just prepare yourselves because things you're going to read or hear about, they're far worse than you can probably ever imagine. So, I do the deep breathing. said don't get overwhelmed and start gasping for air. Like I do at times. So, it's not really, it's just when I get really overwhelmed or stressed out or anything like that, it has to do a lot with having that stimulator. With me having, the one thing, the diverticulitis and that, and the other thing that goes with it. The simulator is bad, and it's bad to have a simulator when you have diverticulitis, I guess. So that's why I've been feeling the way I've been feeling, and this is why sometimes when I get overwhelmed or stressed out or anything like that, I get exhausted very easily, and why my breathing gets like this. It has to do with the diverticulitis and the autoimmune disease. Thyroid, something like that. Which has nothing to do with your thyroid, so that's just weird. So I gotta try and calm myself and, everything will be okay. I just gotta keep reminding myself everything's gonna be okay. And everything works out the way it's meant to. Yes. I was misdiagnosed with gastroparesis almost 10 years ago, which is why I have a stimulator. But I also have osteoporosis, epilepsy, and that kind of thing, and I was wrongly diagnosed with a lot of mental illnesses that I do not have. So that's why I have to go to a psychiatrist to do another psych evaluation. Because it's on record of me having all these things that I don't have. But what's not in my records until quite recently is my autoimmune disease and diverticulitis and osteoporosis. I'm at a high risk of breaking a hip in the next 5 years. And my doctor told me you don't fall and break a hip, you break a hip and then fall. Evidently, he told me that for a reason. I mean, I end up with rib fractures and rib contusions just from bending over and tying my shoe. So I don't wear shoes that you tie anymore. Or I try not to. Because that shit hurts. Okay? Get a Social Security lawyer. Social Security. When you get a Social Security lawyer, they don't charge you anything unless the judge approves it, and they only take so much of the back pay out of the back pay. So in order to get approved, you have to get a Social Security lawyer. Get a Social Security lawyer, and that way and whenever your case is, goes through or whatever, right? Same. But once you win all the back pay from the first time you applied, you'll get all that back pay. Linda stole mine. Yeah. So get a social security lawyer. That's what is so ironic to me, that people think it's so easy to get on social security and you're living off the government and this and the other. It's like, bitch, really, are you sure about that? You have no idea what it takes to get on social security, just like people don't understand how SNAP benefits work either. Yeah, if you're on disability, you'll get SNAP benefits. If you're applying for disability, you will give SNAP benefits. Oh, yeah, that would be why. Do you know only, like, here's the thing, the misconception that I don't know, like, I understand because there's videos going around where these people made a video where it had the recording or whatever, where it said that your available SNAP benefits amount is $23,000 some odd $100. It's like, so instead of anybody going and looking it up and researching it, they hear it and they run with it. Hear it and run with it. That was a prank. That's a prank that's been going around. The only amount anybody got for their SNAP benefits was what they get every time. Yeah. Because see, all you have to do is use a computer. You use 2 phones and a computer. Well, you use a few phones and a computer, so yeah. And now that could have been AI generated, who knows? But yeah, nobody, like, that's insane. Oh, excuse me. So let me tell you something. The max amount of money that you get on SNAP benefits for one person, max amount, is $298 a month. That is less than $10 a day for food. Now, 2 people's 500 and something, 3 people, but for anyone to think that somebody ever got like 2,300 or whatever, no, that's not even possible. Like, you would have, like, not even with 16 people in your family are you getting that amount. People believe any fucking thing, and it's ridiculous. People hear something and run with it instead of doing the research, because anything for likes, views, and comments and all this bullshit, fuck that shit. I'm probably the realest motherfucker on this app. I don't go and fucking do that shit. That's just the dumbest shit fucking ever. I don't do trends. I don't do anything like that, but I will set you straight. I'll set you straight. I will. Like them going around saying those one cookies. You know the shortbread cookies that come in the tin? We all loved them as kids or whatever. A lot of us still do. They're really soft ones and they're made in India or whatever. There's videos going around showing that people making them with their feet and that. Let me make myself clear. That is not true. That's so far from the truth. They're made in a factory. The videos with being made with the feet and everything is, yeah. The videos made where they're making them with the feet and that, y'all know that's AI, right? AI is like completely out of control. You can't, it's so hard to tell if something is real or something is not real, you know? It's fucking crazy. Yeah, unfortunately, I've seen many videos of people refusing to get them anymore. Naive is like the understatement of the century with these people. It's like, how are you, like, I don't understand how people believe in that shit. Common sense. Number one, yes, the food industry, with what's going on and everything, the safety part of being checked is not being checked like it should be because of cuts. However, do people honestly think that they would have been sold here for so long if that was actually fucking true? Do they really think that the government all these years would have been allowing them to be sold if that were fucking true? Let me make myself abundantly clear. I used to work at a meat packing plant, and Sue's husband still works at the meat packing plant. Now, he's worked there 20 plus so many years. So, they have inspections. If anything were to come up as wrong, they would shut the whole thing down. They would shut the whole fucking thing down. They would never allow something like that to be sold anywhere, let alone transported here. Not gonna happen. The place he works is a meat packing plant. No. Yeah, there's no fucking way that those cookies would be sold here if that was true. But so many people are believing it because it's like, are you dumb? Oh, these one shortbread cookies, you know the ones that come in a tin, and back in the day, the grandmothers and that used them as sewing kits. Evidently, some still use them as sewing kits. But you use them. You keep really cool tins that these cookies come in. They're made in India. Yes, they're so good, right? And now somebody has been creating AI videos to make them look like people, like they're being made with people's feet and everything else. They're made in a fucking factory. The place that actually makes the cookies put out a video on how they're actually made and where they're made. But people are so damn gullible, and they hear something and they run with it. I don't know if it's because people think, oh my god, we gotta do this because it'll give us 1 million views, or what the fuck's going on. But that is the dumbest shit. I'll tell you what, when I find those, like, where did they sell those cookies? I'm in Staten Island. Where can I find them? Because I want to get me some. I want to get me some, okay? I have not had those cookies in, like, forever. It's crazy. It's like, here's the thing. I'm gonna do a Peter Griffin right now. You want to know what really grinds my gears? You want to know what really grinds my gears? Stupid people. People doing anything to get fucking TikTok famous. Why? Why do people want to be TikTok famous so goddamn bad that they will do anything, say anything, ruin other people's lives or try to? You know what I mean? I don't fucking get it. I mean, look at what I've been dealing with all this time. And me, I didn't even know who the motherfuckers were till they started doing this shit. You know? Shit. It's fucking insane. I'm gonna buy them. Shit, I haven't bought them. I have not had those in like forever. And they just sound really good right now, too. Why they sound so fucking good? But they do. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll look tomorrow. Because I'm gonna get me some. And I can use the tin for my jewelry. Or my stones. Or, things like that. Well, yeah, the cost of living is through the fucking roof. But I think with those, you can get them on. I don't think so. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Let's see how much they are. What are they called? Does anybody know what the fuck they're called? Like the actual name of the cookies? So I want to look up how much they are. I don't think they're $10. That's insane. They're so good, we want them, we can't. How much are the Danish shortbread cookies in the tins? So at Target, it's like $5.99. Walgreens, it's $3.99. Then they have a different type of tin. Original Gourmet Premium, that's $1.75. Then there's the butter cookie ones. They're all butter cookies, but yeah, they all have different tins. But yeah. Don't go with Uber Eats, those are $54.46. Shit. Yeah, like at Walgreens they're $5.90 or $3.99. Target's $5.99. A different company is through Uber Eats is $1.75. $4.99. Yeah. The ones at Walmart, the Great Value Danish style baked cookies are $1.97 at Walmart. The Royal from Blitz, they're 99 cents for the tin. I don't know if they have the cookies in it or not, but yeah. So it just depends on where you look, where you go. Then they have the Jacobson's Danish butter cookies for a big container of them, big tin of them for $37.95. But yeah, it just depends on where you go. But yeah. And what brand you get, I guess. But I'm definitely getting me some, damn it. I don't give a shit. I want the cookies, damn it. But yeah, it just depends on where you go. And, you know. So, so yeah, I'm gonna go get some tomorrow. Maybe. $12.99. How many ounces or whatever? You just gotta look. You know. Oh, those popcorn tins? Yeah, those would be expensive. Yeah, but that doesn't surprise me. But, yeah, everything's going up. I thought groceries were supposed to, the price for groceries were supposed to go down, didn't you? I don't want to hear it about tea. That's all I drink. And then people complain about what people get when they're on food stamps. Because they get mad that people get processed foods, like pizzas and things like that. Do they not know how much? Go look at how much a frozen pizza is and look at it like they think we should just use our food stamps for fresh fruits, vegetables, meats, things like that. Okay? Go look at a Tostino's frozen pizza. Okay? And see how much that is. And then go look at the cost of meat. Do you want to know how much a Tostino's frozen pizza is from Walmart? No, I'm not even talking about the big pizzas. I'm talking about the cheap ones. How much does a Tostino's frozen pizza from Walmart cost? $1.97. $1.97 for a whole meal. Less than $2. And people are bitching because people on food stamps get processed foods, like Tostino's pizzas, ramen noodles, cereals. It's like common sense would tell you, yeah, the frozen burritos. People are so mad. People judge others by what they get with their food stamps. That they should be allowed to buy this, you shouldn't be allowed to buy that, and this, that, and the other. When they're getting like pizzas and things like that, well, that's what do you want us to do? Like, it's sad. How much is ramen? I don't like ramen either, but a 5-pack of ramen at the Dollar Tree is $1.25. Go to the Dollar Tree. 5 packs for $1.25. It might be an off-brand, but it tastes the fucking same. Follow the one guy, Pour for Dummies, something like that. Food for Dummies, Pour for Dummies, something like that. Yeah, I'm not saying that. Let me see if I can find his profile, because then I'll tell you who you need to follow. He tells you what to get. He'll teach you. He teaches people how to make a meal for less than $3. Shit like that. So the guy that I do it, I'm crying again, damn it. I commented on his video that I survived in that. And I duetted it. And he commented on my comment. He said, I just want you to do your duet of this video. Oh my god, what a crazy story. 100%. You're good, you found your people. Why am I crying? Oh my god. For so long, I was told I was crazy. That nobody would believe me. I was crazy. I made it up. I imagined all of it. That my memories weren't real. That no one would ever believe me. Oh, shit. People were paid to fucking make me look crazy, to discredit me, make people believe all these horrible things were said about me. Trying to get me to shut up. Trying to discredit me. Nobody will believe you. Don't believe her. And now look all this time later. Man, I'm stubborn. Oh, hell. Never in my wildest imagination, I think. Back to what I was doing. Okay, so his profile is Poor for Dummies. But it's ZIELZE Bub. And he has 1.1 million followers. But he will tell you how to make things like. Let's see if I can find one of the videos where. And he found a hack to get all these free products. All these free samples. So that's what he found a hack to get unlimited free samples. I don't know how. But he did. And everything he's getting, he's, got his gifts taken care of for his friends and family. But all the other stuff, all the toys and the kids, all the stuff that he's getting now, he is donating it, and he's going to give it, he's going to do the angel tree thing. So, yeah.
$5. You can't even feed one person for $5 at McDonald's anymore. Let's feed 6 people for just $5. You can't even feed one person for $5 at McDonald's anymore. So I'm going to show you how to do this.
$6 for $5.
Drop in a thing of chicken thighs, dice them up, make them look really good. We're going to get them ready for seasoning, make them delicious. Boom! This is just sazon and some adobo, my favorites. Time to prep our rice. We're going to throw in carrots, corn, tahini, and homemade broth. And there's our base. We've got ourselves some rice, we've got ourselves some vegetables, we've got ourselves a protein, we've got ourselves a complete and delicious meal for your family. Let's feed 6 people for just $5. You can't even feed one person for $5. No, come here. Big stretch. Always nickels in are much better quality than I thought they were. Oh, my phone's gonna die. Now you don't have to go somewhere to print off. My old charger had my garden is gonna be absolute.
Yes, he's promoting all these videos now, obviously. He's...
it's pretty embarrassing that you're faking surgery and a collapsed lung.
You would not collapsed first, then I had surgery.
Is that what you believe? You never went to surgery. Pitiful. Get on my face. It's pretty embarrassing that you're faking surgery and a collapsed lung.
You would not collapsed first, then I had surgery.
Is that...